the Footy Show. Tomato sauce. I'm back for another weekend view. Again, I hope all of you had a very Merry Christmas wherever you. Looking at how we will most likely line up, boring formation again, in my opinion. With Shaw, Heaven, Yoro at the back, Dorgu, Mount, Casemiro, Dalot for midfield, Cunha, Xerxes, and then Seshka up front. So judging by what we have, we don't really have much of a choice. Like Lacey and Fletcher were, midfield, and then an attacking player like who just got introduced last game. Like that's pretty much all we have. Our depth is very thin. We've only got Ugarte, Casemiro, and then Mainu, but Mainu's going to be injured apparently, so he's not going to be in this game. If you look at the current run of form for Manchester United, away to 1 Palace, we won that one. West Ham at home, 1-1. 4-1 to Wolves away, won that one. Bournemouth 4-4 at home. And then Aston Villa last game out, away, 2-1. And Newcastle, they've beaten Everton away, 4-1. Spurs 2-2 at home, they drew. Burnley at home, they won 2-1. Sunderland, which we beat, they lost 1-0 away, and then they drew with Chelsea last game out at home. So even if you look at how both teams are pretty much coming off of their last 5 games, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Both teams have won 2 games each, have drawn 2 games each, and they've lost 1 game each. So honestly, like if you looking at it stats wise, like it's really no big difference, to be fair. But if you look at the table, that tells another story. Because at the moment, Manchester United, we sit 7th place with 26 points, and Newcastle are 23 points at 11th place. And literally between us and Newcastle, you've got Palace, Brighton, and Everton, each team with respectively 26 and 24 points each. So Palace is the only team that's pretty much tied with us, but because of their goal difference by only +2, while we're +3. So, like, and the amount of goals that we've conceded this year already, like 28, 28. Whereas Newcastle are only 22. So, like, we're both pretty much leaking goals, to be fair. But honestly, I can't. This game just literally could go either way, in my own opinion. But will the managers switch formations? I don't think so. But when we did play 4-3-3, it was not bad. We were scoring goals against Bournemouth, but then the repercussions of playing a new formation was that we got scored on 4 times. And in the manner of which we concede goals is what's really troubling. Like we always love to go 1-0 down, always in the first half, and then we like to make a dramatic comeback, making it 1-1 just before the half or after half time. Like for the Wolves game, we pretty much did the same thing. We were down 1-0. I mean, we were up 1-0, and then they tied it up 1-1, and then after the break, the manager he didn't even go in the dressing room. After the break, we just went second half and just absolutely slapped them up. Goals from Mbumo, Mount, Bruno, with 2 assists. So, it's this team is capable of showing up, but the fact that we choose to at times, it's really worrying. And then you've got all these January transfer whispers of, like we all know Maynard wants to leave on loan. He just needs. I mean, we just know he wants playing time. But this manager, I don't know what his problem is. He's pissing me off. Like seriously, use the kid. He's holding this kid accountable because his brother runs his mouth with a free Kobe Manu t-shirt on it at the game at halftime. Like, mate, obviously people are entitled to their opinion, but seriously, for a kid that's struggling to get playing time, for a team that's one of the biggest clubs in the world, yes, in the world, and he can't even get a sniff. I think 17 Premier League games, like so far now this season, he hasn't started yet. Like, that's criminal. So like if you look back at like what we have now, it's just we're probably not going to change the back three. Obviously not. You got Shaw left back, Heaven in the middle, and then Euro right back again. But 2 games in a row, you've done the same thing. But then the Villa game, he got exposed so badly. He left way too much space for Rodgers to come back, cut back in again, and just have golazo from inside the 18. And Euros just sticking out his foot. He's not even getting his body on him or preventing him from shooting at all. So, to be fair, Euro's a young kid. He's on the French national team, the under-21. So, like he's still learning his trade. But big man, you're in the big leagues now. You need to learn. Like, we don't have time to baby players and then just like, oh, yeah, just take them off. Like, we don't have depth at the moment. Like, depth in defense is just non-existent. Midfield, same problem. So, like if you look at this Newcastle team, they're stacked. Bruno Guimaraes doing a madness in the Champions League, absolutely being a pest. And then, Newcastle fans saying, oh yeah, Bruno, no, big man, no. There's only one and only Bruno Fernandes, 7 assists. I still currently leading the league. Yep, Bruno Fernandes still leading with 7 assists. Ryan Cherky, 6. Kudus, 5. Haaland, 4. And Haaland's got 4 assists and he's already got 19 goals. Oh my goodness. This kid is on fire right now. But honestly, like, what we need to win. Like, we have no choice. With the current players that we have, we're capable of doing so. Yeah, the Cunha goal against Aston Villa was, honestly, my opinion, that was just luck. Had Cash not given up the ball when Dogu got it from him, he probably would have just ran around the big man and then just all the way down, and then did just end up scoring again, you know. But then Cunha, like, we all know Cunha can score, so that's not an issue for me. I think the main thing to highlight, again, for this team is that the midfield gives no service up front. Shesko has only had 3 goals. 3 goals this whole entire season. And I believe 2 in the Prem. So, like, mate, you're being bought for more than 70. Yeah, big man, 76 million. So, like, and he's only 22 years old. So, I mean, we've got a lot of work to do up front, but honestly, I think United are just missing a very clinical strike at the minute, and we just don't have that, and with all the injuries that the club has at the moment, like, we can't really do much. And then what I'm reading now as well is that Xerxes might be going out. Come on, man, like, honestly, yeah, I know he wants more game time, but at least keep him till the summer, please. Let the season end and then, big man, you can go part ways. But honestly, like, I really loved having him at the club. He scored clutch goals. There, the one against Crystal Palace, just like literally, what was it? Mount, I think it was off a free kick, or Bruno, or whoever it was, just kicks it up forward, and then he just lines up with the defense, and then just curls it around. Jordan Henderson has no idea what just happened. He just went, So, but honestly, like, we need to win. We need to win, because if you don't win, you're gonna have Palace, Brighton, Everton, both. These teams 24, 26 points. We lose. Newcastle on 23 points. They can leapfrog us along with these other teams. So honestly, is it possible that we can win the game? Is it possible to win the game? I think so. But the only thing is that this team needs to show up. Literally, defense. We have to lock it down. Like it's insane at the minute. 28 goals we've conceded the whole season, and we're +3 in goal difference. So like that's amazing. But yeah. So I'm hoping that we win this one. But I'd settle with the draw. But unfortunately, that's just standard right now for us fans. Like you'd want a big team like United to win, but at the minute I don't think so. It's gonna happen, especially with this Newcastle team that's firing and cooking, like literally under the radar, and we're just not even. No one's really paying attention to them. But yeah, so I've got a draw, but essentially I'd like a win. So also stay tuned for the weekend wrap. Hopefully we get a win. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe.